So, this is Zooloretto, the dice game. And what I have here is the German version, the Wurfelspiel. It doesn't matter because the game doesn't have any words in it whatsoever. Several years after Zooloretto came out, one game of the year, was super popular, had some expansions, the dice game came out. And I don't know how available the dice game is right now. I don't know if it's still in print, if it had just like a really short print run or anything like that. But I figure it was worth taking a look at and showing you what to expect if you ever see Zooloretto the dice game, so you can make an informed decision about whether or not you think this is the game for you if you are looking for a dice game about animals. Okay, so this is what you're going to get with your copy of Zooloretto, the dice game. You're going to get 10 dice. They're these wooden dice, and they've got all these animal things on them. The number of dice you're going to use is going to depend on the number of players. If you've got 2 players, you're going to use 6 dice. 3 players are going to use 8, and 4 players are going to do 10. So use whatever dice count based on the number of players, and the rest throw them back in the box because you don't need them. You're going to have a pencil. Maybe go get another pencil, or 2 or 3, so that everyone has their own pencil. It's a little strange that there's only one, but maybe this game is about sharing. And you got your rules. You got this board that is 3 trucks on one side and 4 trucks on the other side. If you are playing with 4 players, you're going to use the 4 truck side. Otherwise, use the 3 truck side. In our gameplay footage, you'll see us set up the 4 truck side for the first couple rounds, and they go, wait, we're doing this wrong. But we didn't use the 4th truck, so it's okay. But that's what you do with the board. You set it up so that it's got the proper number of trucks. And then you've got these score pads. Give everybody a score sheet, and we'll talk about how this works, but this is basically going to be the representation of your zoo, and this is where you're going to mark off the animals that you put into your zoo. It's also going to be the points you get in the game. All right, so there are 2 things you can do on your turn. You can either take 2 dice and roll them and put them onto trucks, or you can take a truck. Obviously, at the start of the game, there are no trucks with things on them, so you have to take 2 dice and roll them. You'll take the dice, you roll them, and you've got an assortment of things that could come up. They could be monkeys or ostriches or elephants or lions or alligators or a coin. And what you'll do is you'll decide you could either put these things on the same truck or you put them on different trucks. And then that would be it. That would be the whole action, would be to put those animals onto trucks. You obviously have to keep them facing the orientation of whatever you rolled. You don't get to change them at any point. Once they're on the trucks, they're locked there, and that's what they are. Then it's the next player's turn. They could either take one of the trucks that now has a thing on it, so they could take this one ostrich if they wanted to. They would put it on their player score sheet to show they're out of the round, and they would mark off that they've taken that one ostrich, and that would be it for them. But let's say they're not doing that. Instead, they're also going to roll 2 dice as their thing. So they rolled an ostrich and an alligator. So they're going to do ostrich, alligator. Now it's back to the other person, and on their turn, they're actually going to take a truck instead of rolling the dice. So they're going to take these 2 ostriches. What's going to happen here? They're going to put them on their truck to show they're out of the round, and they're going to mark off what they took. So they go here, they go ostrich, ostrich. And now, because they were the first person to fill their ostrich pen, they will get the ostrich bonus, and they'll mark this off as well. So now anybody else who gets their ostrich pen filled will not get this bonus because they were not the first to do it. So that's what this is over here. Whenever someone does that, they get a bonus for being first to accomplish that. Now this person is out of the round. We go to the other player who could either take this truck with the monkey and the alligator on it, or he could roll the remaining 2 dice, which there's no reason for him not to. Rolls it, and he's got an alligator and a lion. And he's just going to be like this. He's going to do this and drop that alligator off on his own truck. And he'll take these 3, and he would mark off that he has a monkey, an alligator, and a lion. Whoever took the last truck in the round is going to start the next round. So any remaining animals on trucks are pulled off. Any animals that are on people's playing score pads are going to be pulled off. And you start again. And you roll 2 dice, and you assign them to trucks as you wish. And the next player could be like, man, I really want those things, so he just takes it immediately. And he'd mark off that he has an elephant and a monkey, and so forth. If in the future this player were to take an animal off a truck that he already had filled his pen with, so he's got 2 ostriches, and if he was forced to take this truck, he would be forced to mark down here in his barn they took an excess of ostriches, and that's going to be worth -2 points to him at the end of the game, unless he manages to get coins. And that's what you do with these coins. If you get 3 coins here in this slot, that's going to count as 1 group that you can use to cancel out any one of these negatives down here. And then 2 more coins is another group that you could use to cancel out any one of these groups. And then the last one is a 3rd group that you could use to cancel out one of these groups. So that's the purpose of coins in the structure of this game, is to be used as a means of counterbalancing if you're ever forced to take more of an animal than you have room for in your pen. If you do not spend those groups of coins to counter out any animals, so like in this circumstance, if I did this, these 3 coins would be used to cancel out this 1, so no negatives there. These remaining 2 groups would be worth a point each, so that's 1 and 1, so that'd be worth 2 points. So you can have coins for a purpose other than canceling out negative animals by giving you a single point for each group that you manage to collect. At the end of the game, and the game is going to end when someone has filled up 4 of their 5 animal pens, that would trigger the end of the game. And say they've got this, and that was it. So what's going to happen here is you will tally up everything that's in a box over here is worth a single point. Everything over here is worth its point value here. You can see that getting the group of lions first is going to give you 2 points instead of 1. And you're going to just tally up what you got over there on the side. So that'd be 1 plus 3, and I'm writing upside down right now, so ignore if this looks silly. 1, that's 4, and this one is 7, and then this is 2, and because this one was used to cancel this out, and this is 0, so this would be 4, 8, 9, 16, 18 points. And that's a decent score. That's all there is to Zooloretto the dice game. You just roll dice at each other and take trucks until somebody fills up 4 of their 5 pens, or gets all 5 of their pens. It's one or the other, because you could conceivably fill all of your pens in one turn instead of 4 out of 5. So as soon as 4 out of 5 pens are filled on any one player's board, that will trigger the end of the game, and you'll finish out that round, and that'll be it. And you'll tally up your score and see who wins. Youngest player goes first.
Oh, that's true. Go.
Boom. 2 monkeys.
Well,
See if I can tempt you. We're playing 2 monkeys on 1 truck. That is 2/3 of the monkeys you need.
that is pretty good. I think I'm going to roll, though.
Okay. 2 monkeys.
Lion and a dollar. Huh. How about if I tempt you with
a lion and a
a
dollar.
lion, and I'll just put this dollar here with these monkeys. Huh?
I'll take those.
I guess I'll take
2
2
lions
lions
and
and
a
a
dollar.
dollar.
Okay. Well, I got 2 monkeys, $1.
2 lions. $1.
Good. You took the last truck. So.
Oh, that's true. I get to go first. You're right.
Alligator.
Oh, alligator and a... Let's put this alligator here and this elephant here.
Monkey
There's your
dollar.
last monkey.
Monkey dollar. We're playing on the wrong side of the board at the moment. It hasn't mattered so far, but we'll flip it over since we're going this round.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even...
We've only... Just don't play anything on that force truck.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've had fives of angry comments at this point.
when I was setting up, I looked down and I was like, "What did we like cover up that other truck?" And I didn't even think to like flip it over. And
yeah. Take the monkey and a dollar.
I guess I'll take obviously I'm gonna take the two alligators, right? I guess I'll take this elephant and this dollar. There you go. Finish off your monkeys.
Monkey bonus!
Yeah, I forgot that the bonus was the thing.
Alright, flip this board over.
Yeah.
We're doing this right.
There. That's better.
Okay. Now we look competent.
Yeah. Oh, an alligator and a lion.
Lion and monkey.
Oh, I think I'll set up a little
Get the monkey out of here.
lion monkey action.
$2.
I'm going to take $2.
Yeah, I'll take the alligator. I was about to go away. I want the dollar and an elephant and the alligator, but it's fine. Alligator bonus!
$2 more.
Okay, so I get to start this round. Alligator dollar. Well.
Okay.
2 monkeys.
Well, all right. I'm going to go like this.
Okay. Well. Elephant lion.
Okay. An elephant, a monkey, and another coin. I'll go ahead and put those there on that truck.
Ostrich.
Oh.
That's a thing in this game? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So.
Okay. I'll take... What about the same?
They're about the same, so just...
I guess I'm going to take the ostrich. So we can never roll another ostrich.
Ostrich monkey.
Okay.
You could have had that one ostrich.
I know. I could have. I'm going to put a dollar and the lion down, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna put the elephant down and take that since I don't need the dollars. It's kind of sad.
Put those dollars in your barn.
Yeah, right.
-2.
Okay.
Too much dollars.
Wow.
You're the king of the dollars.
Apparently so. All right.
Dollar alligator. It's just good for everyone. I guess I'm just gonna go $3 alligator.
Oh, right.
You want to stop me from getting $3?
Like I really should, but
2 elephants.
well,
That is the worst thing ever, isn't it?
man.
Because you have a truck with an elephant. And, well, I guess at least you'll do that. Yeah, I'll take the $3.
Right. Elephant bonus!
You took the last truck.
Yeah. Man.
Great.
This is just a bad day for me, isn't it? Wow.
I got 2 elephants and $1 on that one and $1 on that one. Great. Elephants and $1.
Yeah. I take $1.
Ostrich elephant.
Okay.
Take the ostrich.
Yeah, I was sure.
Ostrich bonus!
Wow.
Worth it.
This is miserable. Like, my luck is just awful today, apparently. Isn't that it?
No, we have to. One of us has to fill up 4 of our 5 enclosures.
4 of my 4 are filled.
No, you filled up alligator, ostrich, and elephant.
Oh, you're right. I thought I'd filled monkeys.
No. Monkey, ostrich.
Seriously.
Elephant and ostrich.
Alright.
I'll take the 2 elephants.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Whatever any of us take, we're gaining. Yeah.
Oh, 4 of my 5 are filled up, so that's it.
Oh, good.
That ends the round. Ends the game.
All right.
So every animal box is a point.
1, 2,
Bonus is a point,
2,
except the lion bonus, which neither of us got, would be worth 2 points.
5, 2. It cancels out 1, so then I get, what, 3?
2
2?
points. Yeah.
2. Minus, nothing, because that canceled out up there. 3, 5, 10, 12, 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those cancel. 13, 14, 15, 16.
You forgot to add your bonus. That's 3. Oh, 2.
That's 2.
Yeah, sorry. Dice game.
Wurfelspiel.
Zooloretto, the dice game.
Well, I guess we should start out by establishing how we feel about Zooloretto.
Sure, that seems like a good place to start.
Yeah.
So I like Zooloretto a pretty good amount. I think I like it just a little bit more than you do, but we both like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think we gave it something like a 7.5 when we rated it. And I feel like that's probably about where I would still rate Zooloretto.
Sure.
The dice game, though, is a real letdown for me in comparison to Zooloretto, and I think you feel the same way. So, I think that what's really good about Zooloretto is the way that the set collection is structured is very regular. You know, you have an equal number of all of the different animals go into a bag, you pull out some number of them, and then you're drawing tiles out of this bag for the rest of the game. So you don't know what you've lost, but
you have a general expectation of what will be there.
General idea that, you know, there's going to be, you know, probably at least 10 lions or whatever. Whatever the number is. With dice, though, because it's randomized, you could have nothing but lions in your bag of tokens, effectively. You know, it's statistically very unlikely, but even in the video that we just shot, we had a couple of turns where all of the dice were coins, alligators, and ostriches, right? You know, and I think that's happened every time that we've played this. I know you've played it at least once or twice without me, so I don't know if that happened when you played it there too.
If you're playing with 4 people, it's less likely for that to be an issue because
the more dice you have.
Yeah, you have more dice and you have more trucks to put the dice on.
Mm-hmm. As a 2-player game, I think this is really bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
Zooloretto isn't great as a 2-player game. It functions, but it's not a really good experience with 2.
And that's my feeling, is that someone looked at Zooloretto and they thought, okay, we need to figure out a solution for the problem that it doesn't play well with 2.
Yeah.
But we don't want to create a whole new, like, board game structure or something like that. So, you know, Zooloretto expanded how these things come out of it that made it kind of this...
It's a little unwieldy in the number of expansions, yeah.
And then the dice game came around a few years later, and public opinion right now has it rated as best with 2. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
I guess this is a thing you could do if you have 2 people and you just want to kill some time.
And roll some dice at each other.
And roll some dice in each other's vicinity.
Kind of passive-aggressively stab each other in the back. And...
Yeah. But then, like, you really can't get mad about it because, like, the game is forcing everyone to be the same. So that's a... I guess let's talk about the reason why you think this doesn't work. Because I think you have a very strong...
I do. So I touched on it briefly. I think the big problem is the dice. Or the score sheets. One or the other. The way that it plays right out of the box, you know, you have your score sheets, and it's got 1 alligator, 2 ostriches, 3 monkeys, 4 elephants, 5 lions, and then 6 coins. The dice in the game, and there are 10 dice, so that you can play it with up to 5 people, right? 4 people?
It's 4.
Up to 4.
You could... It says 2 to 4. Like, you could play with a 5th person.
Maybe.
Like, I don't
Yeah. Anyway, up to 4 people. That's probably true. All 10 of those dice are exactly the same, though. They all have 1 alligator, 1 ostrich, 1 monkey, 1 elephant, 1 lion, and 1 coin. So every time you roll the dice, you have the exact same chance of getting the same thing every time. You could have all alligators every turn of the game and play a game that lasted forever, because there's no other end mechanic other than fill paddocks. And because everyone only wants 1 alligator, as soon as they get their 1 alligator, alligators are worthless to everyone. So I think that makes the game unplayable. That at the start of the game, sure, you could take the alligator that you rolled, but then for the rest of the game, you're just going to have alligators everywhere that are worthless to you. I think that what either needs to happen for the game to function is you would either need dice that were different. So, you had dice that had a higher probability of rolling lions, and you were picking dice of different colors in some way that had a different distribution of animals.
Like, these are the mammal dice, these are the bird dice.
Yeah. Doing something that was more like that, so that you could kind of grab 2 dice and gamble for the thing that you wanted. Or these score sheets need to be something where instead of it always being 5 lions, you having like a 5 animal paddock, and you getting to choose if that's alligators, ostriches, monkeys, elephants, or lions, and making that decision based on what the dice are doing. I think without the ability to make that decision, the game is completely unplayable.
And I mean, that's not really a difficult thing to implement. If people really want this game, for whatever reason, they want it to function in a way that is enjoyable, it's really just a matter of getting some paper and drawing some grids. And
you could certainly very easily make your own custom sheets for this game and play it in this variant fashion that I'm talking about. But you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to. It is strange that a game could get all the way through like sort of production and testing and get, especially with sort of a licensed name that is on an already well-established product, and not seem like it's balanced in a way that makes any sense.
The thing that's weirder to me is like how popular and well-rated the dice game version of this is, and presumably those people are talking about the way it is out of the box, which I think is just terrible.
Yeah. I guess it's like there's not much here. It's really it's a tiny box with some wooden dice in it, which they're nice wooden dice.
They're nice dice.
They're embossed. They're sort of imprinted with foil colored outlines of animals. But that's it. And that's what's really strange about it, is that Zooloretto, the board game, has a lot of color to it, a lot of personality, I guess, to the way that it approaches the presentation. It tries to sell you on this idea of you are going to build your own zoo, and so here's your board. You have your personal board, and it's got pens for your zoo, and you get to draw these colorful animal tiles with pictures of animals, and they're males and females, and they breed and have babies, and the babies are different from the other ones. Yeah. And at the end of it, you end up with a zoo that looks like you've done something. You've got
it's full of pandas and lions and whatever else you've acquired.
Right.
Where here your zoo is full of X's in tick boxes next to
outlines of animals. They're not even like drawings of animals.
Yeah.
So outside of the box cover, there's no anything that really attaches it to that same level of production quality that the original game has. And I think that's strange. and I'm not sure why it's like that. You know, I I played this 4-player, and I played it with people. I played it with someone who had played Zooloretto before, and he said he preferred this because it was a more distilled, simplified version of the same mechanic.
Mm.
This idea that you get the same feeling of that passive aggressive. I want things, and I know you want things. I can see what you want, so I'm going to go out of my way to prevent you from getting it, even if it also maybe hurts me. But you're going to force you to make these kind of decisions. It's got that same gameplay.
Yeah.
And it plays in a much faster and less convoluted rule set. A problem with Zooloretto is that it's difficult to explain to people who haven't played board games much because it is very restrictive in ways that don't make a lot of sense. They're not very intuitive, and you have to sit there and explain, you can do this with your money, you can't do that, this action works in this specific way. And that's not here. It's roll dice, and either roll dice or take a truck. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it still accomplishes the same mechanic. So I think that's what it has going for it. It's obviously going to be a lot more compact and cheaper than Zooloretto.
I mean, I think that if that's what you want, why aren't you playing Coloretto? Because it's the same kind of thing where it distills it down. I mean, it was made before Zooloretto, but it distills that kind of concept down into, here are cards that are, colored sets. Take the cards that you want and poison the well so that the other person doesn't want that.
No, yeah, Coloretto is a better game than this. Zooloretto is a better game than this.
I just don't see why this exists.
Yeah. I don't really have an answer for you. Yeah. I think the only thing I can say about it is that if someone thought they were really interested in it, I think I would say you pretty much have to do what you're talking about with the score sheets. That's the easiest solution.
Yeah,
is to just set up so everyone has score sheets that are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pens, and let them fill them in however they want.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably that doesn't affect the balance of the game. I imagine that there's still that sort of race for someone at some point needs to make a decision between, do I want to put the thing in my 1 pen and get that bonus before anyone else can get it, but then I'm also locking myself out of that animal for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I think it's a game about timing, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really too interested in trying to defend this game. All I can do is report to you that I played it with a group of people who were, I would say, not really gamers, and they enjoyed it. They clearly said they enjoyed it. So I don't know if it's just you and me.
Maybe so.
We just think that this game is terrible, but there are people out there who like it.
Indeed.
And you'd have to ask them why.
Yeah. So I think if I was going to rate this right out of the box, I'd give it like a 2 or a 2.5. Like, I think it's completely unplayable in the basic game. If you replaced the score sheets and had something more like what I'm talking about with numbers of paddocks and that functioning somehow, I mean, you'd have to play with that and figure out how it was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
The game might come up to like a 4.75 or so for me, but I still wouldn't want to play it over Coloretto if that's the kind of game I wanted to play that was fast, or Zooloretto if I want to spend a bunch of time playing the same kind of game.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would give it I would say do not play it with 2 people, despite people rating it as best with 2, which I still don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that you're making interesting decisions in any capacity there, and when you're only working with 6 dice, it makes no sense to me. So I would say with 4 people, I would give it like a 3.75. Otherwise, maybe like a 3. Because when you have at least 10 dice out there, you have more things to work with and less of a chance of just ever rolling 6 elephants and just everybody got elephants.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's all I can say about it, is that if you are going to play Zooloretto, the dice game, probably play it with 3 or 4 people. But again, the rest of the world the majority seems to disagree with that opinion. So I don't know if someone else has some other rationale for why they think this game is worth playing. Neither of us do think it's worth playing. So that's about all I can say there.
Yep. That's the Wurfelspiel. That's German for dice game.
Mm-hmm.
At least I guess. And that's what it says on the box.
Yeah.
Wurfelspiel.
What did the zookeeper say to the elephants that were wearing sunglasses?
I don't know. What did he say?
He didn't recognize them because they were in disguise. I might have got that wrong. Hold on.